Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today is a loss, and basically I'm going to be talking about how I lost $562 in the December 1st Asia session, which is Sunday, December 1st, 6 p.m. Eastern timing. I started the stream, and yeah, I lost $562. It was a psychologically damaging session for sure. Price action was choppy, it just wasn't optimal, and I shouldn't have traded it, but I did, and I ended up losing big. And yeah, let's get into the trades. And after I get into the trades, I will be showing you my trade journal and how I kind of like basically journaled the losses just so I can keep it for myself, and also so the stream can see, how to take your loss and how to move on from it. And these were four trades I lost. I was basically looking for shorts all night, and clearly didn't work out, but took shorts off of this fair value gap creation. I could have taken it earlier, but I placed my stop loss all the way up here actually, or not up there. I placed my stop loss a little bit closer, and I got stopped out. Then I took another short, put my stop loss at around these highs, got stopped out once again, or no, yeah, I got stopped out once again. But this trade was actually active and it was running for at least a good hour, and I got stopped out eventually over here when I moved my stop loss to break even after pyramiding on the position as well. And what I really should have taken, I really should have taken partials at the sell side liquidity, and I was thinking about it on stream, but I decided not to, and price just reversed on me very heavily with this move right here. And ultimately I was targeting these equal lows, and we clearly never actually hit them right throughout the night. So unfortunately those equal lows were just not the move, and yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. Price reversed on me, got stopped out. Then I took another very impulsive short, got stopped out almost immediately actually, like within the next 4 minutes. And honestly, like it was just bad. It was terrible, and it also happening live in front of 50 plus people. So like I definitely felt a little bit of pressure, but yeah, I took a short again with 8 micros, and this time the stop loss was $250, and this is where the bulk of my losses came from. This stop loss hit after I moved it one time, and yeah, I'm ashamed to say I moved my stop loss during a trade. It's not what you're supposed to do as a good trader, and it was a bad session. It was a terrible session. It's just not really one of those things that you know you should allow for yourself. These are the types of sessions that you can blow an account potentially. So after that loss, after that last loss, I was, honestly tired of it. And obviously, like someone in the chat, of course, said, after it takes your stop loss, it's gonna run straight to where you wanted to go, and it did actually run there, but it didn't really do anything that I wanted it to do, although it ran there, right? But either way, at the end of the day, this was a shaky trading session. It was pretty bad psychologically, and I had to learn a lot from it. But let's move into how I journaled this. So of course, I had to start with a new trade journal just for live streams, and basically my observations of the market, my observations during my trade, my psychology throughout, and basically I talk about why I took the entries of each trade, and then finally I do a session summary, and I also talk about what happened going into the trades. So I did enter the session with a bearish bias because of the equal highs formed above, which were taken by ES but not NQ. So let's take a look at that. Right, like these equal highs that are formed on the 15-minute. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because it's just annoying. But yeah, we had equal highs here, and basically like these equal highs, man, like this is just not something that's ideal for me, like I don't want to see ES not take those high. I mean ES take those highs and Nasdaq not take them. So that's like basically what happened. So I wanted to play shorts because of that bias. So basically, there's also SMT divergence, so yeah, that's one of the main things, and that prompted me to look for shorts toward the south side liquidity, and also there's a 15-minute buy side imbalance, south side inefficiency right here underneath these equal lows, right? So I'm not going to switch to the 15-minute chart because this is a little bit prior in my charts. And yeah, that's just like, it just looks so nice for me for shorts. I wanted to see us tap into this 15-minute fair value gap, also tap into this liquidity, but we are unable to, and caused some losses. But basically, trade number one, I took shorts, and I entered short off of the formation of a bearish fair value gap. With my stop loss placed at the top wick of the fair value gap, the entry was impatient, and we had already swept south side liquidity, so it was the first trade of the evening, and I wasn't really getting the tilt, I wasn't really getting tilted. After the second trade, I felt the tilt because I was up over $360 at one point on this trade, but I didn't take my profits, and that's extremely detrimental. So yeah, but basically, it happens. Sometimes you don't take profits, it runs back on you. It happens. You know, and this is the third trade. It was an unnecessary FOMO loss, and the fourth trade was another unnecessary FOMO loss, and I even reflected in it in the session summary. Unnecessary losses, FOMO, and being manipulated continuously were my downfall today. Minus $562 on the night, and I will not be trading that New York AM session on December 2nd. And I'm glad I didn't. I don't think I would have found too many great setups, just because of the tilt, a bit mainly, and the fact that I got some stuff going on in school. These losses were avoidable. I moved my stop loss and took shorts on the bottom of price, not once, but thrice. 4 trades, all of them losses, and it was a terrible session. It's one of those sessions where you don't want to let it get out of hand completely. If it gets out of hand to the point where you're having those $1,000 losses, you're blowing accounts, then at that point, like, you need to just shut down your computer. And I'm pretty happy with the fact that I was able to just walk away from the charts after taking the last stop loss, because I realized what I'm trading is a self-destructive chart. Literally look at the next hour after I turned off stream. Like, literally for almost over an hour, we just maintained the same, 963, 20-point range. This was atrocious price action. This is not price action that you want to trade. Sometimes I have to advocate for just preserving capital rather than blowing all your money on this type of price action, trying to chase price, trying to see something that's not there. So yeah, it's NFP week. There's low probability conditions, and glad I did what I did and just took the loss and journaled it, and we're going to move on from it. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something about journaling trades. It's a very disciplined thing to do, and I'm definitely a big advocate of it now that I'm doing it. I used to never do it, and I used to think that I'll be good without it, but I think it's very helpful. It's good to find out that, for example, I found out a little pattern that I was doing is placing my stop loss rather than swing highs, but at the top wick of fair value gaps, and I've been getting stopped out in low probability conditions. So in good probability conditions, where price is moving and zooming, like this, placing my stop loss at the high or low of its fair value gap, depending on the position, whether it's a long or short, is good and is beneficial. But in low probability conditions, you should probably place that swing lows and swing highs if you want to trade them. But key factors, don't trade low probability conditions. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe, and yeah, we're almost at 300. I know at the time I'm recording this video, I'm at 220, but live streams have been going amazing. We've been gaining a lot of traction, and I am probably the only ICT trader streaming the Asia session live for free, not in a Discord or anything. So tune into the lives, learn something. I'm active with the chat, talking to y'all, engaging, and it's super fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all next time.